Hey, what's up everybody? How you doing? Welcome back to Karpo Gaming and another Skull and Bones video. Well, the deck started it off last week, and the dads gave us a preview of this amazing new update that is finally here. That's right, this is the brand new update that is releasing later today. This is the full patch notes. We're going to walk through you step by step and show you all of the amazing new changes coming to Skull and Bones. Let's go! Once again, thanks for watching everybody. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. But before we do, I partnered up with Ubisoft to celebrate 20 years of Far Cry. Today, I'll be giving away 2 copies of Far Cry 6. You're going to have 4 days to enter into this contest. All you have to do is let me know down below why you should win Far Cry 6. And I'll be picking 2 winners. So once again, thanks to Ubisoft. Let's get started with today's patch notes for Skull and Bones 1.3.0. Now, with today's update 1.3, we're going to have a huge amount of changes. Let's start off with the highlights. With the extension of Season 1, it will now be a total of 13 weeks and is extended by 1 week. Here is the drum roll and the amazing change. The first one, voice in text chat is finally enabled, my dude. They previously disabled voice text chat because it was causing major stability issues, but they found the underlying technical issues, and now with the brand new update later today, we finally have text and voice chat in game. That is awesome. Next up, open world PvP. Death Note, outside of the regular event modes, this is one of the first ways you can engage in PvP with others in the open world. In the future, we hope to expand upon the use of PvP flags. Now, players can opt in to open world PvP through the set sail screen before embarking from outposts and dens. Turn on the PvP flag on to engage in combat with other players that also have their PvP flag on anywhere out at sea, even outside of PvP activities. With the PvP flag on, players in their current kill streak can be identified by a red skull icon besides their profile names. Hitting a group mate also with PvP on will damage them, friendly fire. And PvP flag on, players are unable to deal damage to players with PvP off, and vice versa, except if they are both participating in common PvP activities like cutthroat cargo. Now, while players have PvP flag on, they can see all other players that have it on as well in a red arrow on the map. And also, ship rank of players is ignored during PvP combat in open world PvP. So just keep that in mind if you decide to put that flag on. But there is a dev note. With the introduction of open world PvP, we also wanted to take the opportunity to improve the PvP experience and fine-tune some of the mechanics based on players' feedback and data that we have with regards to PvP activities. So additional PvP changes is like this. They updated matchmaking criteria to account for the latest selected PvP flag on and off preferences when attempting to match players together. Players that are more inclined to PvP will have a higher likelihood of being matched to the same server and vice versa. Now, updated damage matrices of PvP damage and repair affects all PvP, including open world PvP, cutthroat cargo, and the helm wager. They also added UI feedback for when a player target cannot be repaired by another player. Next up, we have gameplay updates. Combat to improve the visual clarity of rocket aiming reticle, reduce the duration of torn cell effects from the Brig Bullhorn perk from 80 to 40%, increase the duration of torn cells to 4 players for 10 seconds, increase the slow multiplayer of torn cells from players to 0.5 to 0.66 seconds, and the following gear score changes have been made to make it easier to reach ship rank 12 with a wider variety of builds. Gear score threshold to reach SR12 reduced from 1670 to 1630. Base ship rank points of Padawan and snow ships increased from 560 to 570. The score of common tier 5 weapons increased from 90 to 95. Tier 3 weapons increased from 98 to 105. Rare tier 5 weapons increased from 105 to 110. Sherlock Lone Knives, Rama's Legacy increased from 110 to 120. Blue Spectre increased from 120 to 125. Uncommon tier 3 weapons increased from 120 to 125. And also, tier 3 weapons is increased from 53 to 54. And auxiliary Epic weapons increased from 55 to 56. And also activities and events, but we do have a dead note. Previously, Cutthroat Cargo was one of the few ways players could be exposed to PvP activities. Hence, it was designed to be an accessible PvP game mode. With open world PvP now available, we are making Cutthroat Cargo fairer by restricting fast travel and participants after the activity has started. Now that is an amazing change. So no more fast travel. Get out of here with that. Cutthroat Cargo players can now only opt into the activity during the pre-activity countdown period. Players are unable to opt in after the activity has started. Participants are now unable to fast travel during the active period of the activity, and the target outpost destination can only be viewed by participants. Remove the speed debuff of the Cutthroat Cargo carrier helm wager. Remove the speed debuff of the helm wager carrier in legendary heist. Increase the chances of legendary heist opportunity spawning. The manufacturer is rewarded after a successful legendary heist is no longer restricted to the region where the heist takes place. However, only manufacturers from unlocked regions will be awarded. Lepest. Reduced damage dealt by explosive minion ships of Lepest and Lepest himself. Damn note. Rebalance was done as the damage dealt to Lepest from the minion ships was higher than expected. The option to use the minion ships against Lepest remains a viable strategy to players to utilize. And they also added a recommended ship rank and recommended number of players to the map panels for higher difficulty activities and events. So far, this is shaping up to be a good update. Next up, for the helm, opportunities will continue to be generated for players that own all manufacturers. Increase the funding duration in storage spaces. We have a nice little grid here for manufacturer level, new funding duration, and new capacity. For contracts, a shipwreck soul, they added rogue ambushers. And there is a damn note. We fixed a couple of unintended behaviors related to this contract. Please see the details below in bug fixing section. But for the brokered ground, they reduced the number of caches required to be delivered from 3 to 1 and added a new step to collect the reports from linktr. For Moonsoak Queen, they reduced damage and health of General Van Kinkel's ship. And there's a damn note as well. Van Kinkel as the final main contract boss was far too difficult to complete as a solo contract and became a point of frustration. Even with the unbound support, we have reduced the damage and health since to make it more accessible. Tools of the Trade added a new low-level gathering ship that drops Acacia near St. Anne, and there's a dev note. In response to the lack of Acacia spawn points around St. Anne, players can hunt this ship with a hunting spirit to fulfill requirements for the contract. Next up, inventory and trade. Change the default open behavior for silver pouches and chests to open all pouches chests in the stack. Huge update and huge change right there. Adjusted outpost vendor store inventories to be persistent across different servers and different platforms, and added option for players to cycle inventory while in NPC shops and outposts and dens, allowing players to buy and sell items directly from their warehouse. Next up, we have UI. Activity invitation will no longer be shown when players are already in an existing activity. Delayed activity notification in several menus set sail interaction with settlements, NPC stores. Note, we are aware there can be more done to address the overlap of notification in menus. We're introducing these quick changes while we work on long-term solutions. They also added signs and feedback when approaching or spyglassing a depleted resource node, prevented objective tracker from automatically closing if the player manually opened it from various activities, added settings for hiding HUD elements including quick action, wheel widget, interaction prompt, stamina gauge, hostility indicator, all HUD, remove the report player button in voyage ending screen, and also a dev note. Based on the player reports and data, we deem that this option was being abused in some scenarios leading to unfair bans. For world, they reduced the wind rotation speed and frequency. Wind now rotates 15 degrees in over 10 seconds at the interval of 180 seconds. Basically, you will be a little bit faster. Increase the damage and firing frequency of DMC4 towers. Increase the loot obtained from Megafor obscene. Also, additional updates and bug fixes. Graphics improve DLSS quality of NVIDIA graphics cards, activities, and events. Fix the issue where Lepest events could spawn close to St. Anne, and fix the issue where Zamaharibu could not be killed in some scenarios. Fix the issue where Kaharibu is unable to move normally if being attacked repeatedly. For audio, fix the issue where footsteps audio was only audible on the left side of the headphones. Fix the issue where ship crews would incorrectly play a line indicating that the player's cargo is full. And also, fix the issue where placeholder voices could be heard when players spyglasses a Padawakan. Moving on, we have combat. Under combat, they fixed the issue where Greek fire could unintentionally trigger the weak point damage multiplier multiple times. Contract, fix the issue where players may be unable to interact with the distillery during a tight ship contract. Fix the issue where non-leader players playing in a group could get stuck in a dialogue without UI when the group leader finishes a seaworthy ship contract. Fix the issue where non-leader players playing in a group would be rendered unable to accept contracts if they close the game and rejoin the group from the main menu. And fix the issue where liaisons and attacks tabs were missing in the social supply network menu when the players begins the sink or swim contract. And also, they fixed issue where players were unable to interact with Helma in the hoist and mizzen contract. Fixed the issue with the a shipwreck shovel contract when players could continue to receive gold rewards even though the goal was completed. Fixed the issue with a shipwreck soul contract where players were unable to interact with Lada after harvesting shipwrecks. Fixed the issue where contract items for some seasonal contracts were lost upon dying, leading to contract failure, African ailment, pest control, pursuing plague, and the encroaching epidemic. Fix the issue where step 3 of the contract, the Devil's Gambit, is being locked for completion if a player joins a prior Fort Deluxe plunder at stage 4 has already been completed. Fix the issue where the player's camera could be stuck within the ship if certain conditions during the Devil's Gambit contract. Fix the issue where players were unable to proceed in Moon Smoke Queen contract after destroying General Van Kinkel in some scenarios. Fix the issue where the Plague Bringer's captain's head was being automatically added to the cargo during the pest control contract in some situations. Next up, we have controls. So fix the issue where players' characters and ship would move automatically when using a controller. Fix the issue where the player's walk mode could reset from toggle to hold after interacting with NPC under graphics. Fix the issue where lighting abruptly changes after leaving the interaction with Untitled. Fix the issue where some hold colors would disable emissive effects on cells. Fix the issue where equipping cells cosmetics on the snow caused visual issues on the cells. And fix the issue where ship's wheel could visually clip with ship elements on the crew looks screen in the ship's cosmetic menu. The helm fixed the issue where the upgrade trade route efficiency was wrongly applying bonuses additively rather than the intended multiplicity bonus on each trade route bonus. Fixed the issue where the non-king players were able to progress past the growing ambitious contract and access content earlier than intended. Fixed the issue where the Empire management menu was not able to be affecting players while you are stuck on the step progress with Untitled to unlock. Fix the issue where players could be locked out of the Empire management menu after rebooting the game. Fix the issue where rogue ambush ships were dropping slightly less loot than intended. Fix the issue with longer loading after players back out of Untitled conversation after fulfilling certain conditions. Fix the issue where pieces of 8 were not received when sinking smuggler ships while having an active order. Fix the issue where sovereigns were not being awarded for seasonal leaderboard in some situations. Fix the issue where excessive amount of helm materials were acquired after sinking roving supply ships. Fix the issue where players were unable to proceed with helm contracts because of a manufactory that has already been owned before it is required in the next objective. Fix the issue where the distillery timers resets and players receive the finished product immediately when they encounter a network disconnection. Under items and equipment, fix the issue where the blueprint description for port powder kegs and bracing furnace were shown incorrect stat values. Fix the issue where players were unable to pick up treasure maps. For players who had treasure maps stuck in other ships, these maps will be moved to the player's cargo to limit up to 5 maps. Fix the issue where players' treasure maps quantity would become abnormally large. Fix the issue where treasure maps that were taken out of players' trade would not show up in the inventory. Fix the issue where maps appear to consume slots in player trade and quantity selection screens. Fix the issue where several furniture incorrectly had a weight of 1. Fix the issue where helm commodities were not correctly transferred when players attempted to transfer an amount of helm commodities that would exceed the inventory limit from the warehouse. Fix the issue where rum were not correctly added to the inventory upon collecting rum from the distillery. Fix the issue where the helm wager chest does not appear in inventory when the player possesses 5 treasure maps upon interacting with the helm wager. And also fix the issue where players can get kicked from game servers after performing an inventory action. Under UI, fix the issue where players can get stuck if they fast traveled to any outpost although the map was interacting with the Smuggler Pass NPC. Fix the issue where players were unable to interact with anything after fast traveling. Fix the issue where the store could be accessed even though it had not been unlocked by the player. Fix the issue where players could be redirected to the wrong menu tab when selecting the option to buy the Premium Smuggler Pass. Fix the issue where the incorrect currency was displayed when attempting to purchase a Premium Smuggler Pass bundle. Fix the issue where the incorrect information was shown for the Action Wheel tutorial in the codex. Fix the issue where the seasonal reset timer and the leaderboard tab and the upgrade tab were displaying different countdown durations. Fix the issue where players could purchase more smuggler marks from the store than they could use to complete Smuggler Pass tracks. Fix the issue where the players could see an active interact prompt from settlements but were unable to interact with them due to non-faction AI combat. Fix the issue where players were seeing a visit store message for items already purchased in the ship's cosmetic menu. Fix the issue where debug text was shown when selecting some vanity items in the cosmetic menu. Fix the issue where the rarity was incorrectly being shown for some vanity items in the black market. Fix the issue where the infamy lock tabs was overlapping with other options when players select the provide material options and return to the previous menu at the refinery. Fix the issue where a boarding successful message remained on the screen. Fix the issue where players were unable to fast travel immediately after abandoning a supply network opportunity. Fix the issue where Lepes' portrait was missing from the spyglass panel. Fix the issue where the compass would be missing when the player spawned at disconnect while in the atolls. Fix the issue where some players could not accept contracts in atolls after disconnecting. Fix the issue where equipment comparison arrows will sometimes not update when you are entering the screen. And fix the issue where a low resolution ship icon was shown on the change ship pop-up when players crafted the bark ship. Also, they fixed the issue where the supply network and auto registry maps disappear at maximum zoom level. Fixed the issue where objective description were missing from multiple vendors and regional contracts. Fixed the issue where placeholder text was present in some cases in the mailbox. Fixed the issue where sovereign pieces of some vanity items were incorrectly displayed in the vanity Altair and Shipwright. For World, they fixed the issue where players could be kicked from the server when transitioning from atolls to St. Anne. Fixed the issue where rogue waves could spawn very close to land. Fixed a periodic rotation of makeshift faction camps. Dev note, we previously disabled this feature. We were encountering an issue when it was calling a major server crash. Since then, it has been fixed and it has been enabled. For other fixes, they fixed the issue where the port network icon could be shown more often than intended. Fixed the issue where PlayStation trophies could not be re-earned and unlocked after meeting the requirements during the free trial. Fixed the issue where some players were not accessing the ships after crashing. Fixed various gameplay exploits and various crashes and various performance related issues and performances frame rate optimization and changes in previous versions. The following changes were introduced with previous servers maintenance. You should have seen these changes in game, like pieces of 8 can now be collected by players when they're under hostility, and scaled difficulty of rogue ambush ships by spawning higher ship rank. The player acquired and carried higher pieces of 8. And also the following issues have been fixed. They fixed an issue where players were sometimes unable to proceed in a no for business contract, and also in a covert initiation contract, and in under a storm contract. If they already had the required equipment during this one, then they equipped it during a specific step of the contract, it wouldn't be able to be completed. Now, it's been fixed. They fixed the issue where players were unable to retrieve loot after hunting wildlife at sea. Fixed the issue where helm wagers was target St. Anne or Talo Punjara as a destination. Fix the issue where rogue and Lepes ambushers were more aggressive than intended. Fix the issue where the death mark notification was being broadcast to other players in the server. And fix the issue where players did not receive infamy rewards in the mail. Affected players should receive the appropriate mail items in their inventory after the patch. And fix the issue where players could get kicked from the game server after performing an inventory action. And fix the issue where bounty chests could sometimes not be open. So boom, almost 20 minutes of patch notes, my dude, and this is some amazing changes to Game of Skull and Bones, especially being able to talk to each other, which is huge. But for right now, that's pretty much going for the video. I hope you truly enjoyed it. Now, as always, if you're new to the channel, how you doing and welcome. Don't forget to subscribe right here at Karpo Gaming with a wide variety of videos, range from updates, tips and tricks, guides and news, and a whole lot more. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Once again, thank you everybody for all your love and support. And as always, I'll be seeing y'all in the next one. Later.